Hi everyone, it is Alex with Holistic Movement Pilates. Today I have a jump board class for you on the reformer. So it is going to be our stamina class where we are going to get your heart rates up. So go ahead, put your jump board in. We're going to use some weights for class today. I have a set of 5s. I would go anywhere from like what a medium would be to you to a heavy. My 5s are somewhere in between like a medium and a heavy setting for me. I don't have 8s, but if I had 8s, I'd grab a set of 8s. So again, medium to like heavy set of weights. We are going to get started on one heavy, one light spring on your reformers. As always on my balanced body, that is a red and a yellow. Headrest can be up or down, and then we're going to go ahead and lie ourselves down onto our reformers. And when we get down, we're going to start in our neutral spines as always. I'm going to reach behind me and we're going to start with just a core warm up. Now, once we reach behind us and we grab our straps, we're going to take a hold of our short loops. Arms are going to go straight up to the ceiling. Our hands are just right over our shoulders. Neutral spines, and then we're going to bring our knees up into a tabletop position with our legs up together. And we're going to start with ab curls. So on an exhale, I'm going to press my arms down, not my chin to my chest. I'm curling right towards my bra line. And then I'm inhaling to return back down with control. Again, I'm going to exhale, nod, curl myself up, and then inhaling as we return back down, curling right towards our bra lines. And we want to maintain our neutral spines the entire time. Exhale, press, curl. Inhale, return. Let's do 2 more like that. And then last one, curl and return. Now, keep your knees in tabletop, keep your arms up to the ceiling to start. We are going to open our arms out to a T now, pause there, and then ab curls from here. So on the next, I'm going to press and curl myself right back up into my abdominal curl, and then I'm inhaling again to return back down with control. Exhale, nod, curl, return. Make sure that your wrists are staying long. I almost like to think I'm like reaching through my fingers as I come up and then returning back down with control. Okay, I'm gonna do 3 more. And then last one. Now when I come up on this one, we can pause at the top. Arms are gonna go straight up to the ceiling, heads can go down. You can relax your feet on your jump boards. If you wanna give yourselves a little stretch, you can always sway your knees, you can hug them, you can stretch them. And then we are going to go back up into ab curls. So arms are going to go right back up to the ceiling. My knees are going up into my tabletop position. Again, legs are zipped together. 1 curl, I'm going to press curl myself up. I'm going to pause here. Okay, single leg stretch. As I open my arms out to my T, I'm reaching my right leg over my jump board. I'm exhaling to pull back in, and then I go left leg out as I open, and I'm exhaling again to pull each leg back in. Inhale out, exhale back. Engage those obliques as you pull each leg back in. Let's go for 4, 3, try to hold your curls, 2, last one, and then we can go arms up, heads down, relax the feet. We can give ourselves a little stretch. And then last thing that we're going to do here for our core warm up will be double leg stretch. So let's go arms up to the ceiling again, knees up into our tabletop position, legs are zipped together. 1 curl, we're gonna press curl up, pause. As I open my arms, both legs extend out away from me, and then I'm pulling back in. Keep those legs zipped together, drawing my abs into my back as I pull my legs back in. Inhale out, exhale back. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Arms up, heads down, relax the feet, and then we're gonna go ahead and hang our straps back up onto the pegs. Okay, now if you do have your headrests up, the headrests are gonna go all the way down just because we're gonna go into some bridges quick. Arms are gonna be at our sides. We're gonna take either your arches of your feet to the top of the jump board, or if you feel comfortable just taking your heels to the top, you can take your heels. I'm gonna go arches just because it is a little more comfortable for my feet. Feet are going to be about hip distance away from each other. We're going to take an inhale in our neutral spines. On an exhale, I'm flattening my low back down into the carriage and I'm rolling my spine up one vertebrae at a time. Now, a lot higher than what you're used to. Think send your tailbone to the backs of your knees, take your inhale. And then on our exhale, we're rolling our spines all the way back down into the carriage. Again, inhaling in our neutral. Exhale, flatten the low backs down, peel your spines up one vertebrae at a time, pause at the top for your inhale, and then again, exhale as we articulate all the way back down, inhaling in our neutral. Let's do 2 more. Try to keep your carriages from moving. And then last one, exhaling as we roll up, use your glutes, hamstrings, keep your knees, feet parallel, pause, and then exhale, roll your spines all the way back down. Now, once we come down, bring it back into your neutral spines. Headrest can be up or down. We're gonna go into some jumps now. We're gonna grab our weights. So go ahead, grab your weights. Our first round of jumps will be keeping the feet parallel the entire time. So we're gonna focus more on the movement of the arms. Again, head rest up or down. I'm gonna take my feet parallel on the jump board. They're gonna be about sits bones distance away for this whole jumping series, and again, a neutral spine. Arms are up to the ceiling. I have a tiny bend to my elbows, and then I'm gonna open my arms wide out to the sides. When we jump out, the weights are gonna come back up over our chest. When we land back in, the arms should be open wide. So start with those arms open wide. We're gonna do 10 jumps with our chest expansion. So ready, exhale out, inhale back. As always, we want to be drawing our abs in as we jump away, protecting those low backs with a nice active core. I have 2 and 1 and then in. Okay, elbows are gonna bend at a 90-degree angle. Palms should be rotated towards your jump boards. When we jump out, we're gonna reach our weights up to the ceiling for chest press. When we land, we're gonna bend back wide at that 90. So start wide at your 90, 10 jumps. Exhale out, inhale back again. Chest press every time we go out. Abs are in. For 2 and 1 and in. Okay, arms up to the ceiling, palms rotated towards each other. Tricep extensions. I'm gonna bend my elbows so the weights go to the sides of my head. When we jump, we extend. When we land, we bend 10 total. Exhale out, inhale back. Elbows should be staying in the same spot the entire time. 3 more. Last one. And in. Okay, last set will be our bicep curls. So arms are gonna go down to our sides. We can either have our palms rotated towards each other, or you can flip your palms up to the ceiling. I'll leave it up to you. Elbows can either hover, that's gonna be more challenging, or they can relax down, which is gonna be harder. So, relax down is easier, hovering is harder. We're gonna do 10 jumps with bicep curls. Ready? Exhale, jump and curl, inhale back. Again, feet are just parallel the entire time. Scoop into your core. Bra line should be heavy. I have 3 more. And 1. Okay, then once I come back in, we're gonna pause in, we're gonna set our weights to the sides. We will grab them again, don't worry. We're just gonna go into my favorite jumping series. We're gonna go Pilates V, so heels are together, toes are turned apart, arms are at our sides. We're gonna do 10 jumps in our Pilates V. So let's exhale out, inhale back. Again, bra line's heavy, sacrum heavy. Legs should naturally zip together as we jump. The knees should naturally open up to sides as we come back in. Keep that Pilates V. Okay, last one. And then once we come in, we're gonna pause, wide second position. Externally rotated, toes are pointed out. Ready, 10 jumps in our wide second. Last one. Then when we come back in, pause. Feet are going to be parallel, sits bones distance away, 10 parallel jumps. Abs are in. Last one. If your straps are clinking around back there like mine were, you can take them off. We won't need them for a while. So if you want to take your straps off and drop them on the floor, you can. Okay, we're going to move into splits. So feet are going to stay parallel. We're going to jump out, kick our legs out to the sides, land back center, jump, kick out to the sides, land back center. So 10 splits. Ready? Exhale out, kick, land center. Or we should be landing parallel. Exhale, inhale. Last one. In. Okay. Cross country skis. Right foot to the top of the jump board. Left foot to the bottom. When we jump, we're going to switch. Left foot top, right foot bottom. Jump, switch, right foot top, left foot bottom. 10 total. Every time you jump out, that's once. Ready? Exhale out for 1, 2, 3. Again, we're alternating 1 foot top, 1 foot bottom. Both legs should be jumping out. It's not singles. Both legs push. Both legs land. 3 more. And in. And then our last set here, downhill skis. Feet are parallel to the right corner of your jump board. Now, when I go to the right corner, my left butt lifts up, or my left hip. That is fine. Let your pelvis move for this one. We're going to jump switch to the left corner, jump switch right, left, right, left, right. So 10 total. 1, 2, 3. Alternate those corners. Let your pelvis move. 9, 10, and in. Okay, feel free to give your legs a little bit of a stretch. When we come back into our jumps, we are going to do that whole series all the way through, and you are going to incorporate your weights with that series. Now, the weights are going to be up to you. So you can do any 4 of those movements that we did. Chest expansion, you can do chest press, you can do tricep extensions, you can do bicep curls, any one of those variations with our jumping series. We're doing the same series that we did all the way through. So Pilates V, wide second, parallel, splits, cross country skis, downhill skis, and then we're done with that series. So again, add in whatever arm movements you'd like. Pilates V, everything for 10. When you're ready, exhale out, inhale back. Again, Pilates V for 10. Anything you want to do with your arms. Okay, and then again, we have wide second for 10 after. And then we have parallel for 10. And then we have splits for 10. So jump, kick, land back center. Jump, kick, land center. And then after these, we have down cross country skis. Sorry, cross country. I'm going to alternate bicep curls with these. And then after cross country, downhill. Okay, then once you finish those downhill, you can come in and just set your weights off to the sides. So once we set our weights off to the sides, let's go ahead, we'll do more of a glute jump series, and then after that we are gonna go back into some supine work. I'm gonna stay on this heavy light spring. We're gonna kneel on our reformers facing our straps. Headrests are gonna be all the way down when you kneel, and then I'm gonna take my hands right onto the outside of my headrest. My elbows are just relaxed up against my shoulder blocks here. And then we're gonna think stabilize from your shoulders and your core. If the wrists are an issue, remember, drop down onto your forearms. My right foot is gonna go onto the jump board. My left knee stays down. We're gonna do 10 jumps here. When you jump out, give your right leg a little bit of a kick up towards the ceiling. So neutral spine, 10 jumps with the right. Ready? Exhale out, little kick, inhale, land. That little kick up is gonna activate our glute max. Just a little more. Exhale, inhale. 3, 2, 1, and in. Okay, now take your right hand to the very right corner. Set your left forearm down into your headrest. Your forearm should be parallel with the shoulder blocks. External rotation with your right foot. So toes are pointed to the right side. Hips and shoulders are gonna rotate too. 10 jumps here. Again, add in that little lift of the leg up, land back in the same spot. Little kick up, landing back in the same spot. 10 as always. 2 more. Last one. Ooh, okay, all the way back in. Hands go back into your headrest. Left foot is gonna be on your jump board. Again, 10 parallel jumps and then 10 external jumps. Neutral spine, stabilize from your shoulders and your core. Ready? Exhale out. Little kick of that leg up. Again, that's gonna fire up that glute max a little more. Abs are in to our backs. Last one. And in. Okay, external rotation, right forearm in that headrest, 10 jumps here. Woo! Last one. Okay, all the way in. We're gonna take off the light spring. So now we are just on one heavy. Hands are gonna go onto our shoulder blocks. If you don't feel comfortable, then the toes, balls of the feet for everyone are going to start right on the edge of your wooden platform. You should be able to push out here, holding a plank with just your heels up against your jump board. If you do feel comfortable, you're all gonna walk up to the top of your jump board and we're gonna hold a plank here. Abs are in. Arms are gonna push the carriage away. Arms come in, arms push, arms pull, arms push, arms pull. Core into your backs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, carefully come down onto your carriage. I'm gonna stand personally. Give yourselves a little stretch. Next one that we're gonna do will be pikes. Again, you can either have your feet on the wooden platform or feet on the top of your jump board. Hands are gonna go onto your shoulder blocks. Choose one. I'm gonna push out into my plank again. Hold. Ready? Tuck your pelvis, hike your hips, and then push back out. Exhale, tuck pike. Inhale out. Scoop into your core to lift your hips up and back. Give me 4, 2, and 1. Okay, carefully come down. Bring that carriage all the way back in. When we come back in, I'm gonna go heavier with my springs for this next round of jumps, just because I felt like the heavy light spring wasn't quite enough to get my heart rate super high. I want to work a little harder for this. Now, if you felt good on the heavy light, I would just stick with that. If you want to go heavier, go one heavy spring, one medium spring with me. We're going to lie ourselves back down, and we are going to use our weights again. So when I get down, I'm going to grab my weights back into my hands. Headrest again can be up or down. And as I said, I wasn't working hard enough. Now I have to lay down and catch my breath. Okay, our next series will be one of my favorite jump series, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. I'm going to describe this very lengthy because it's the last description that you're gonna get. And then we're gonna jump for like 5 to 7 minutes straight. I'm not gonna give you any more descriptions after that. So 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Our first series will be our Pilates V. So we're gonna go heels together, toes are turned apart. We have to jump in our Pilates V 10 times. After our 10, we're gonna go into our wide second position, and we're gonna jump in wide second for 10. So that's the first round. Then you're gonna go back to your Pilates V. You're gonna jump 8 times in your Pilates V. Then you're gonna go wide second again, jump 8 times wide second. That's the end of that round. Then you have to go back to your Pilates V, jump 6 times, wide second for 6. Then you're gonna go back to your Pilates V for 4, wide second for 4, and then Pilates V for 2, wide second for 2. That's a whole series. So Pilates V wide second, 10 of each, 8 of each, 6 of each, 4 of each, 2 of each. Now, just like our last jumps, you can incorporate any of those arm movements that we did: chest extension, chest press, tricep extensions, bicep curls. You can make up your own arm movements. I don't care. Then after that, again, this is the last time I'm explaining this, so this is why it's lengthy. We're gonna go parallel feet. You're gonna jump out parallel 10 times, and then we're gonna do split. So our next 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 series is parallel and split. So everything for 10, everything for 8, 6, 4, 2. Then when you finish your parallel and splits, your last series of 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 will be cross country skis, alternating the stagger, and then downhill skis side to side. 10 of each, 8 of each, 6 of each, 4 of each, 2 of each. Again, incorporate any of the arm movements. You can make up whatever arm movements that you like. That is our whole series. So it's gonna take us a while. And then I'm not gonna count just because it does, we all jump at a different pace. So you have to count all on your own. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. So when you're ready, Pilates V, heels together, toes are turned apart. Again, our first round, Pilates V, wide second, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. So when we're ready, let's jump out 10 times in that Pilates V. Exhale away, inhale back. Any arm movements that you want to do. Again, wide second, and that's all I'm really gonna say. After our 10, we go back into our Pilates V for 8, and then wide second for 8. This should really get your heart rates up. If you have music, I would blast some music right now. Again, your next set when you finish your 2s, parallel and splits. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Again, next set is parallel and splits. 10 of each, 8 of each, 6 of each, 4 of each, 2 of each. And then our last series, cross country, downhill, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Again, cross country for 10, downhill for 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Last series. Okay, we're all gonna finish at a little bit of a different rate. So when you do finish, just feel free to give yourselves a little stretch. If you need to grab a drink of water, grab a drink of water and just relax for a second. I'm gonna hang my straps back up onto my pegs just because I did get rid of them. Whew. Okay, when we do finish our jumping series, make sure you hang your straps back up like I did. We're gonna do one medium spring, everything else comes off, so again, just one medium. We're gonna kneel on our reformers facing our jump boards. Feet are gonna be up against the shoulder blocks. My toes are curled underneath me, and then I am gonna reach behind me and grab my straps into my hands. Now, as always, when we do arms here, long loops are lighter, short loops are heavier. So whatever you need to use. If you don't feel comfortable kneeling on your knees, you can always do a low kneel like this, or you can sit down onto your butts. If you do kneel like me, Stabilize from your legs, your glutes, and your core, and very carefully come up onto your knees. Elbows into your ribs, abs are into your back. So we're gonna exhale, reach our arms out. Inhale, bring it back in. Again, you're exhaling to reach, and we're inhaling to come back. I'm reaching my arms out about shoulder height, and then I'm coming back in towards my ribs. Exhale out and up, and inhale back. Shoulders are down, collarbones are nice and wide. We're gonna go for 4 more. Two. And then last one. Okay, now once we come back, we're gonna very carefully take our hands behind our head. I'm just gonna bring my fists together. We're gonna hinge slightly forward, but when we do so, I'm gonna sink my butt just slightly back towards my heels, still holding neutral, abs are in. Tricep extensions, we're gonna bend and extend. Exhale, extend, inhaling as we bend. Keep that stability in legs, glutes, core. Again, keep that little hinge with your booties back. Okay, we're gonna go for 3, 2, and 1. Arms go down towards our sides. We're gonna sit our butts back, and we are gonna hang our straps back up onto the pegs. Now, hands are gonna go onto the jump board. We're gonna step up onto our carriages. I'm gonna stand right around center of my carriage. If you walk a little further forward, it's gonna be easier. If you walk a little further back, it's gonna be a little more challenging. We're gonna start with our chest over our jump boards. Thumbs are with your fingers. I'm gonna push my legs out, and we're just gonna hold a plank here. Legs long, abs are in, butts are down. And then if you want to, you can push the arms out for long stretch, and you can pull in. That is up to you. You can inhale to push, exhale, pulling back in. Again, the further back your feet are, the more challenging that's gonna be on your core. Let's do 3. And then last one. Okay, lift your hips, bring the carriage all the way back in, step off to the side, change to a heavy spring, take off your medium, lie yourselves back down onto your reformers. Moving into single legs, it's gonna be a little more core work this time. So not necessarily worrying when we get into oblique so much about neutral spine for this series, but to start, we are gonna hold a neutral. I'm gonna take both feet parallel on my jump board, sit bones distance away, so about that fist distance. Right foot stays on, left knee goes up into a tabletop position. Now I'm gonna curl up into an abdominal curl from here. You can either keep your arms at your sides, or you can take your hands behind your head for these curls. We're gonna do 10 on the right leg, 10 on the left. So when we're ready, exhale out, inhale back, hold those curls. Abs are drawing in when we jump. Okay, then again, we have 10 on the left, right knee tabletop. Okay, then once we bring it back in, we can pause in. Feel free to give your legs a little stretch. Now, if you do want it a little heavier than that, feel free to add on some springs. Honestly, I'm gonna add on a light with mine. I felt like that was a little too easy. So I'm gonna go 1 heavy, 1 light spring. Now, the next time we jump, it's gonna be the same thing, right foot on for 10, left knee tabletop in our curls. We have to have our hands behind our head for this next series. When we jump, we're gonna rotate right elbow to our left knee. We land back center, we jump, rotate right elbow, left knee. We land back center. So we have 10 on that side, 10 on the other side. Hands behind the head, curl up, ready, jump. Elbow to knee, land center, exhale, inhale. Again, hold your curls. Don't worry so much about your neutral spine here. Rotation comes from that bra line. And then we have 10 on the other side. Woo! Okay, I'm in. Feel free to stretch. Okay, when we come back in, we're gonna do alternating legs next. So right foot is gonna be on the jump board, left knee tabletop. I'm going to jump out, rotate towards my left knee, land back with both feet on, but then I'm gonna jump out with my left, rotate to the right, land back with both feet, jump with the right leg, rotate left, land back. We're gonna do 20 total, so 10 technically on each side. Right foot on, left knee tabletop, hands behind the head, alternate. We're gonna exhale out, land back with both legs, and then you can jump with the left, land back, jump, rotate, land back. I'm halfway there. Last one, and in. Okay, again, feel free to give it a little stretch. Let's sit to the right side of our reformers, and we're just gonna lie down on our sides. When we lie down here, I'm gonna take my right forearm to more of like my headrest, so it's up against the shoulder blocks, but it's on the headrest side. And then just a sideline series, as always, hips should be stacked, shoulders should be stacked. If you want to have your left hand on the shoulder block for a little extra stability, you can. I'm going to take my left foot onto the jump board, and we're just going to do 10 jumps here. Make sure that the right shoulder stays out of the air. Exhale out, inhale back. Now I am still on a heavy and a light spring. If it's too heavy, just do one heavy spring. Again, watch those shoulders and the ears. Last one. Okay, then once we come back in, external rotation. So toes, knees point up, 10 total, and then that's it, so no internal rotation. Exhale out, inhale back. 10 total. Hips, shoulders stay stacked. This is my last one. And then other side. Usually I don't rotate this way. Does not have to be graceful. Okay, left forearm on. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Again, right foot on parallel. Should be lifted hip distance. 10 parallel, 10 external, and then we're done with this sideline series. Exhale away, inhale back. Again, I'm pushing it down into my left forearm so that my shoulder isn't in my ear. I have 2 more. Last one, and then I'm right into my external rotation for 10. Last one. Ooh, okay, all the way back in, sit off to the side that you're facing. Take off the light spring if you still have it on. So we're on one heavy. We're gonna do lunges, and then we're gonna finish off with feet and straps. So right foot is on the shoulder block closest to you. Left foot is on the floor, my right knee is down. I'm gonna push out with my right leg. I'm gonna push out with my left, and I'm gonna hold whatever feels best in my body. So if you want to come down onto the frame, you can. If you need to move through the stretch, you can move through it. I want you to stretch out the front of your right leg and the back of the left. Okay, then let's bring it back in, and we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So left foot back, right foot on the floor. You can push out with your left, push out with your right. Again, hold whatever feels best in your bodies. Okay, bring it back in, add on a heavy spring with your existing heavy. So we have 2 heavies, and then we're just finishing off with feet and straps. So when we get down, long loops are gonna go onto our feet. Headrest can be up or down. Once we get our long loops on, our legs are going to go up just as high as we can hold our neutral spines. Feet are parallel with each other. We're just gonna finish off with leg circles. So I'm gonna exhale to lower my legs down towards my springs. I'm inhaling to open them wide out to sides to circle around back up. Again, exhaling as we lower, inhale to circle around and back up. Holding our neutral spines the entire time. The movement should be coming right from the head of the femur and the hip socket. And I like nice big circles so we can open up our hips, can give our adductors a little stretch when we're there. Control these, they just do not have to be fast. Okay, now the next time I come back up, I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna reverse. So I'm opening my legs wide, pressing them down around, zipping them together, and then I'm just hinging at my hips to come back up. Again, maintaining my neutral spine the entire time. Let's do a few more in that direction. And then last one. Okay, when we come back up, pause at the top, low backs can go flat. I'm gonna tug on my ropes, just give my low back, my hamstrings a little stretch. If you want your butt to lift slightly up off the carriage, you can. Then I'm gonna open my legs wide out to the sides. Again, feel free to give your straps a little bit of a pull. If you wanna do like a little rock from side to side, you can. Just careful you don't fall off your reformers. Okay, then I'm gonna bend my knees. Bottoms of the feet together, knees are just open wide. Again, we can pull our straps. Give those hips and inner thighs a nice stretch. Okay, hopefully your heart rate is already down. We're gonna take these straps off of your feet, hang them back up onto the pegs. We can sit off to the sides of our reformers. We are all finished with that jump board class. As always, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me today.